sets, the archives, the insights that already exist, and how can we get those digitized so that they can be assessed through artificial intelligence, natural language processing. Now, the It's Our Story archive has been a massive undertaking that's been supported by my foundation to basically capture the lived experience of 1,500 people throughout nearly 200 cities and 50 states in the United States. That means that we have people of every age and demographic and geographic location sharing their own story and lived experience. What's unique about this archive is that it mirrors congressional testimony that was collected in the late 1980s by Justin Dart and Yoshiko Dart to bring to Congress and show the lawmakers how endemic discrimination was against persons with disabilities. And so these testimonies form part of the legal record that helped pass massive legal changes in the United States. And those changes were extended around the world through the development of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. I am a professor of urban planning, as well as a two-time presidential appointee to the U.S. Federal Access Board. But I'm also an innovator, change maker, and technologist that understands the lived experience of disability and the need for us to somehow leverage technology to ensure we don't get left behind. This archive becomes a really interesting case study to adapt and adopt the experiences of marginalized communities into more specialized modules that can sort of leverage ChatGPT and other language modules to ensure an adequate representation and insights from a large and diverse data set of people that might have difficulty seeing, hearing, remembering, moving around. And it's not just a medical file, it's really a social file of files of social, education, employment, advocacy, politics, access, transportation. Now, how can these archives really be leveraged? How can these large data sets and big data projects really provide a platform for people with disabilities not only to share their stories verbatim, but to create sort of a new sort of collective intelligence or collective subconscious that could be attached to, insights into public policy or insights into education programs or insights into after-school activities that can be really inclusive. So you can think of running specific queries based on this language model that really is nothing about us without us, which is a phrase from the disability community, but ultimately could really inspire future leaders within the community to bring this knowledge to the forefront of these new AI engines and these new personal assistants and these new agents of intellectual, conceptual, and data processing tools. Now, the It's Our Story archive currently does not have all of its data sets digitized. A lot of these archives have been filmed over the last 15 years in audio formats and video formats. So there would have to be a massive transcription initiative to be able to get all that content together. And then the transcription needs to be structured in a way that these voices and these individuals, their identities can be protected and anonymized so that you wouldn't be able to track down individuals' lived experiences to a specific person. So obviously there are other questions about what is the best way to take these archives in a way that's ethical and secure and safe. But ultimately, the challenge, the insight of these archives is to really challenge ableist stereotypes. And by ableist, I mean there exist racist notions, sexist notions, ageist notions. These are notions that prefer one type of person or lived experience over another. For people with disabilities, there are ableist notions that indicate that people without disabilities have a preferred place in society versus people with disabilities. So this archive tries to challenge that notion and really normalize this lived